I've got the mouse on there. Would that be easier?
Hi, my name is Jessica and I'll be your social worker today. What's your name?
My name is Amelia Hamilton.
Hi Amelia, it's really nice to meet you. Before we get started, I just want to go through what we call our informed consent statement and our office policies with you. What this is going to entail is what we're going to do for you while you're here, what you can expect, if you have any concerns about anything, where you can go with that, and in particularly the most important part being confidentiality. So as we get started, I'm just going to go on ahead and tell you about a few of the services that we offer here. We are a counseling-based agency. I'm going to help you establish what it is that you need, what your strengths are, and where you would like to go in the future, as well as, talk about whatever it is that you are coming in today for. Does that sound like something that would be of interest to you? Does it sound like our services would be appropriate for what you're looking for?
I think so. I guess, yeah.
All right, awesome. Okay, before we go on ahead and go further, I want to talk about the possibilities, risks, and benefits. There is a possibility that working with me, at first things might seem to get worse before they get better. And then there is also the possibility that things might just get better for you right away. We do want you to know that sometimes in treatment, there is the possibility where, it might not go as how you expected it would right away. Do you understand what I'm saying here?
I guess just like working through hard stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
So, sometimes if I, might have a client come in who's struggling with depression, maybe they feel that their depressive symptoms are actually getting worse before they start seeing real improvement. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's not to generalize every client, but that's just an example for you. Okay, if you have any complaints or grievances, if you have a complaint about me or about our agency in general, feel free to submit it in writing. You can deliver it to me. If the complaint is about me and you don't want to give it to me, feel free to give it to my direct supervisor. They will, my direct supervisor will take a look at the situation, what it is that you are concerned about. She will work through it and figure out what she feels is the best outcome or solution to whatever the problem is. If you are unsatisfied with the way that the problem was handled, we do have additional resources and places that you can go, such as like the board of curators and things of that nature you can take it to if you're not satisfied with how it's handled within our agency. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, and furthermore, we're going to move into the confidentiality part of our informed consent. This really is what I like to call the meat and potatoes of our informed consent. So, first and foremost, if I suspect that you are in immediate danger to yourself or anybody else, I must notify the authorities. That's to protect you as well as anybody else. If I also suspect any abuse or neglect of a child, a disabled adult, or an elderly adult, obviously they're anyway, I am required to report that to the appropriate agencies such as child welfare and hotline and things of that nature. Also, we will tell the police about any crime. If you commit a crime here at our agency, if you come in and threaten me, we are required to report that to the police. Okay. We may have to, if I get court subpoenaed, if you have to go to court for some reason and a court subpoenas me for your records, I am required to give the court what they ask for. Now, typically, I'm going to ask the court what exactly it is that they need, and I will give them only what they need, okay? But do know that I am legally required to do that, okay? With your permission, if we decide to refer you for outside sources, say, if you want to seek services at another agency that isn't quite related to ours, I may have to send some of your records or your paperwork to another agency, and sometimes we have to do that through fax machine. It's sent in confidentiality, but do know that once it leaves my facility, once I hit that send on the fax button, whoever it goes to, that's out of my hands. Okay, but we do, it's kept confidentiality between service providers, but we do want to reiterate that in our informed consent policy. We may send your name, I just said that, to other providers. So does any of this concern you at all? Is there anything that wasn't clear that you want me to go through a little bit further about anything that we've covered so far?
No.
No? Okay. Also, just the general, if you have something come up or you need to cancel your appointment, please try to do so within 24 hours. I understand that things happen though. You might have a flat tire, kid will get sick. Just please feel free to give me a call beforehand rather than not calling and no call, no showing. We do have a policy with 2 consecutive no call, no shows. We will put you back on the waiting list for our services. Okay. So does that concern you at all? Is there any questions about that?
No.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, since we went on ahead and went through this, I'm going to go on ahead and give this to you as your copy. Feel free to look through it, and if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask me. But let's just go on ahead and dive in. So what brings you to our clinic today, Amelia?
I just started college, and I have a friend of the family, and I guess they thought something was wrong with me, and so they thought that I should come to a counselor and talk to them about how I'm feeling about stuff and starting college.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about how the transition from home to going to college has been for you. Has it been a positive one? Has it been kind of negative, rough and bumpy? How has that been for you?
I guess it's been okay. Don't really think about it all that often. It's not really a whole lot different, I guess. I have to do more schoolwork. That sucks. My teachers, they want me to, in my papers I have to be really reflective and think about my thoughts and my feelings on things, and I don't really like to do that. And but other than that, it's in high school I just kind of hung out in my room, did my own thing, and college is nice because my mom and dad aren't there, and so I get to pretty much do whatever I want and not have to worry about that.
What kind of extra activities have you gotten involved in? Any extra activities on campus?
No, I don't really feel like that's something I want to do, or I don't really care about meeting people or getting involved.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that the transition from school to college, it wasn't really that much different for you, but you are seeing differences in how college is different from high school, and in some ways that you don't like the way you don't like the way that
I goofed up. Let's see. Let's start this. You want to go on because yours is still recording?
it's still recording? Oh.
Yours is.
Before we get started, I just want to go through
sorry,
booking
guys.
our informed
Hold on.
consent statement.
Okay. So as I was saying, it sounds like that change there has been maybe a little negative for you. How would you say? Would you agree with that?
I don't know, I wouldn't really say, it's just kind of it is what it is. I don't really have strong feelings about
Okay. Either way.
much. Yeah.
Either way. Okay, all right, Amelia. Well, we're going to go on ahead and wrap things up for today. However, if you are interested in making another appointment, I will definitely take everything that we went through today. And next time I see you, we will really dive into how college is going for you and how you feel about that and things of that nature. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Well, we'll plan to set up a meeting for next week.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I'm sorry, guys.